Okay, I promised you a video on finishing up the binding on a quilt, so I thought I'd show you on this entry that I'm going to be putting into the Santa Fe Quilt Guild Quilt Fiesta. So you can see I've got all of the binding attached around all four corners, and I started midway or two-thirds of the way down. I have this much room to play with. So the way I do it is, generally speaking, I just meet in the middle. And I butt up like this with a scant 1/4 inch. However, in this particular instance, I have a seam here from the bias binding, which was unfortunate, but it also gives me an opportunity to show you that this is a pretty versatile way. So I'm just going to cut out that whole seam because I still have this much room to play with. So I'm going to fold this back right at the seam. I'll fold this back. Still have plenty of room to play with. So when I join them up, I cut one side flush with the fold, and I'm going to do that on this because I want to get rid of this seam. Hello, honey.
Hi.
It's nice having a personal videographer. Okay, so I'm cutting this, and then I'm taking this piece. I promised you no math involved. I'm taking this piece and I'm placing it over the other side, and I know exactly how far to cut it. So I cut it flush with that piece. No math. So here's where I often run into issues, and I'm really hopeful I don't run into it on this video. But what you do, you're going to be joining these together. Right sides together. So they come like this. I hope you can see that. I think they go, I like to put the right one like this. And what you're going to be doing is sewing horizontally, side to side, from this point to this point. So I put a couple of pins in. Oops. I'm sure I'll find that pin later. And I draw a line from this point to this point. Sorry, hon. It's so hard when you work with amateurs, isn't it? Okay. Nothing in my world is completely precise, but do the best you can. Okay. Now I'm going to sew this seam and hope that I didn't steer you wrong. Because I've never sewn over a pin in my life. This next step is the most important. Don't cut anything until you know for sure that it's correct. So what I will do is I'll double check, and it does appear that it works. So I will cut this I'll finger press it. and then I'll finish sewing it down. And I've got a virtually invisible joining of the ends of the binding. I hope that was helpful. I'll click a picture at the end of this so you can see what the quilt looks like. Thanks, Kev.